So
Luckily, I'm the
all this-
brains of this operation. So let's go.
Well, I'm the commander, so
I already had dibs on Commander.
it's literally his class. All right, take it away.
I am Kay. I am going to GM Star Wars Age of Rebellion, and I play Athos in the Hammer of the Gods main campaign. And we have lovely people from there that are playing with us. So I don't know who wants to go first. You guys want to rock, paper, scissors, or what?
I'll go first. I don't care. Daniel, I play Gil in the regular. Well, darn, yeah, that's who I play. I play Gil in the regular hand pod. So the little satyr bard boy who's good buddies with Jonas. In this Star Wars game, I'm going to be playing Kyle of House Hanarist.
God damn it, you did it. You really did it. You son of a bitch. What is? I mean, I'm not the GM, so I don't want to like step on your toes, Kay. But like, what is Kyle?
Oh, did you want me to explain that too? Sorry. Kyle is a rich person from Alderaan who used to play soccer and is now the brains of this outfit by being the brawn of this outfit.
So you're saying you're just Bion without an ass.
And taller. But yeah, no, he's just your basic human soldier. Nothing special.
Nice.
Okay, so who would like to go next? Don't everyone speak at once.
I mean, I'm nose gouging, so.
I can go again.
Yeah, Dan, you want to introduce the rest of us?
Hi, yeah. So that over there is Vindri, and I didn't read their character sheet. And that other person is still just Rick, and I didn't read their character sheet. But Rick claims that he's the leader, and I don't believe him.
I like how you just say it's still just Rick, not like Arkin Brimtu or anything.
You don't have the name. I don't know what your name is, dog. It just says Dungeon Daddy Rick.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to change it on the Zoom.
Yeah. Don't you make fun of me for something that I couldn't help.
How
We
dare
can
you
neither
not
see
also
you
be-
or see your name.
How dare you not also be watching the stream? Okay,
That's
I'll go ahead and
that's weird.
introduce myself while
Yeah, Arkin Brim
that goes
too.
on. Yeah, so I'm Arkin Brimtu. I am a Bothan commander. So I guess I'm technically in charge, but apparently Kyle, as Kyles do, is just gonna do his own fucking thing. Also, I'm DM Rick, Hammer of the Gods, all that kind of fun stuff.
Cool. Vindri?
Hi, I'm C from Hammer of the Gods. I play your favorite punny bard, Jonos. Today I'm playing Vindri Duram, and I'm an explorer, and I like to go take animal and plant samples from across the galaxy and make holograms of them.
You're a Duro, right?
I'm a Diro, yep.
That is an excellent Star Wars career for Jonos.
Also for C, the real person.
Yeah, well, I mean, but like,
Yeah.
Could it be more fitting?
No, not really. That's pretty great.
So yeah, that's everyone. That's the whole crew. Yeah, so you guys have already heard this intro blurb, but I'm going to read it to you again. So, a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, war rages across the galaxy. Both the brutal Galactic Empire and the desperate Rebel Alliance reel in the face of terrible losses. Though Rebel forces managed to destroy the superweapon called the Death Star, their victory did not come in time to save the world of Alderaan. Fear and uncertainty swell in the galactic community. Now, one small battle begins on the verdant world of Onderon. Deep in the jungle, Rebel intelligence has discovered a listening post built by Moff Dardano to spy on his rival, Admiral Corlin. The Rebel Alliance has sent a crack team of infiltrators to take the secret listening post and turn it into a forward Rebel base in the Japrael system. After hours of slogging through the dense jungle, with its poisonous foliage, and oppressive heat, the heroes have reached their destination, Whisper Base. Compared to staying in the jungle, the prospect of ambushing an Imperial patrol and breaking into a heavily guarded base seems almost pleasant. So at this point, each PC is going to suffer 2 strain to represent your exhaustion from the stress and slinking through the jungle, dodging Imperial patrols, and stinging insects alike.
Absolutely rude.
So sorry. Not gonna lie, that's a mouthful.
That was a lot. That was a lot for sure.
Very proud.
All right, I have
You
suffered my
monologued that
2
monologue.
strain. Okay.
No, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna ask if I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
So you step out of the humid, insect-ridden jungle and into the relative cool of the garage. This garage serves as an entrance to Whisper Base, an Imperial listening post deep in the wilds. For the first time since your ship delivered you to Onderon and departed, the hum of machinery drowns out the sounds of the jungle. Your task here is simple enough. Cut the comm line, disable Whisper Base's lone shuttle, and then overcome the Imperials in the base without letting the commander, Lieutenant Sarev, escape to report the base lost. Simple, but by no means easy. The smell of machine oil hangs in the air all around the garage. You see a number of speeder bikes, as well as a pair of ATST walkers, and their hatches locked. There are several crates in the room, as well as a number of fuel tanks. A large metal door on the side of the bay, sealed by a complex lock, leads into the base itself. You find the comm line you've been told to cut and slice through it, severing Whisper Base from the outside world with a hiss of spray and sparks. Soldiers from the base will soon investigate the disturbance. Fortunately, this is part of the plan. Taking one of their code cylinders will let you get past the locked door without raising an alarm. What do you do to prepare for their arrival?
Just like my time spent out on the Lemmy field, I feel like we should probably find a location where we can like hit him with like a pincher maneuver. So like get him in a crossfire. How about that? Is that a better term here?
I was gonna say, do the chicken walkers seem like they are, like, is there anyone in them, or are they unoccupied?
They're unoccupied.
Interesting.
They're like locked up, unpowered.
Okay. How could what would I have to do to try and get into it?
Oh, you're muted.
Oh. So that would be a skullduggery check.
Interesting. Okay. Let me find that real quick. Skullduggery. Oh, I'm good at that. I'm not good at that. Spoilers. So I get to roll 3 ability dice if I have 3 little green diamonds, right?
Yeah, and it'll be against 1 purple die.
Oh, so I also rolled that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I actually make these roll on this app. How do I do this? Aha! Figured it out. I'm smarter than the app. So I got a little beetle guy. So I have 1 advantage. I can't find it on here now, but the advantage with a success. One that was blank.
The blank is just nothing.
Oh, okay. That's very different. And then I got a threat with a failure for the purple dice.
So was that 2 advantages, 1 success, and a threat, and a failure?
Yep.
Okay, so you have 1 more advantage than what you needed.
Sweet.
So hang on, let me make sure. Yeah, you should recover 1 strain.
Nice.
And then you should also succeed. So if you want to describe how you get into this locked ATSD.
Yeah, so Bothans are like little hairy spy guys. So I'm just gonna I mean, when I say little hairy spy guys, they're, I think, relatively human-sized. And they're not like Wookiees or Ewoks. They're just kind of somewhere in between, with a dope-ass mustache, I must say. And yeah, I'm just gonna like clamber up the leg of this chicken walker and just like, casually pop it open.
Perfect. You succeed into getting inside the cockpit.
Hell yeah.
So, Kyle or Vindri, any ideas? What you guys
Well,
would like to do?
I'm going to watch him climb into the chicken walker, as he so eloquently continues to put it. And I'm going to motion to Vindri and make a joke about how stupid I think that is. Hey, Vindri! Because that's my voice for Kyle, because why not? What do you think he's doing up there? He thinks got power! What an idiot!
I think he is about to bring a lot of attention to us.
I think you're right. I think instead of messing with the giant robot that doesn't got any power, instead we should just set up a little trap right down here.
Tell
Kyle's
me
from
more.
Space Australia.
They're like all Australian or something. Like none of them are just like normal voice. Also, I thought he was supposed to be the commander, and here he is just gallivanting off on his own.
I like to lead by example, Kyle. I say to myself inside of the chicken walker because I can hear you.
That's metagaming. So, Vindri, I'm thinking me and you set up a nice little V angle here. Is there somewhere like with like cover, like maybe like barrels or something that we could like hide behind? What do I see?
There is definitely crates that you could open and climb inside. There are beams to climb upon. You could hide by the speeder bikes. There's lots of places to hide.
Perfect. So I think we should find one of these spots to hide, any one of these spots, set up a little triangle, and when they come in, we just blast them.
That's everything I could think of, not to go Danny DeVito.
So anyway,
yes, I like this plan.
perfect. Oh, now I'm freaking somebody else.
So sorry. So this is definitely a time sensitive matter, so each of you needs to decide which one, like where you're gonna hide.
All right, so we're allowed to use the map, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So I'm gonna set up. Oh, there's 2 entrances though. I just realized. And your name's not Gendry. I think I called you Gendry a minute ago, but it's Vindri with a V.
That was the
It's in
wrong
victory.
TV show.
V is
Call
in
me
victory.
Vinny.
Vinny. So I'm gonna set up to. Oh yeah. Okay. No. Okay. Those barrels in the southwest corner of the garage. That's where I'm hiding.
Okay. Will you make an athletics check?
Yeah. Let me pull
So the
my-
barrels that are right
my
by the
sheet
chicken walker?
here. Yes. All right. So my athletics is a rank of 1, and it says yellow, green, green.
So you'll roll 1 of the yellow dice and 2 of the green against 1 purple.
So on the app, it would be like I'd pick the yellow, the 2 green, and then a purple also, and then roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So I got 1 advantage and 2 success when I rolled. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
No failures or threats?
No. Threat
Okay.
0, fail 0, despair 0, dark side 0.
Perfect. So you seamlessly climb into this barrel or behind it or however you want, like you were never even there. And
Nobody
you
Nobody
also-
hides behind barrels like me.
right. You also recover 1 strain.
Okay.
Just like Kyle to disappear when we need him. Because you can see out of the chicken walker. I'm sure I saw his human
Absolutely.
ass.
Yeah, if you were watching him, you could watch him do that for sure. So, Vendry, what would you like to do?
I would like to hide. I don't know if those are barrels, but the brown and white cylinders right to the right of the west door, so I can take an angle. So when they come out, I'll be kind of between 2 of those.
I think that those are some of the beams you can climb.
Okay. Well, I would like to try to climb a short ways up, kind of wedge myself in. I'm so sorry.
So, that will be a coordination check. Mm-hmm.
What in coordination? Okay, so I have 4 advantages and 2 success, but nothing else. Everything else is 0.
So, you know how Kronk goes into the wall? That's what you're doing on the side of this beam, and you also recover 1 strain. If you're okay with that, you can describe something else if you would like.
I am the master of surprise.
I'm a big fan already.
Okay, so all of you have succeeded in hiding in one way or another. And as you slide into position for your ambush, you hear the sounds of hard boots on a poor stone floor and the idle chatter of Imperial soldiers coming from behind the locked door into the base. It's probably just a Canuck chewing on the wires again, one of them says with an air of boredom. You hear the door to the base click shut behind them, and the soldiers walk past you toward the entrance to the base, apparently overlooking you. If you strike quickly and quietly, you can take them all out before they can trigger the alarm.
There's one thing I know. You can do something quickly or you can do it quietly. But you can't do both. So anyway, so how many are there? Did you say?
I did not say. It is a group of them.
A group. Well, that's more than a couple.
It's like they count as one thing, but they
count as one thing.
Yeah, but they're multiple of them,
Yeah, that makes
They got pack tactics.
Star Wars sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's perfectly fine. And you said they came in. They've come into the garage now.
Yeah, they have, and they're looking around and they're sure to find out that the comm lines have been cut and alert the whole base. So-
And where would the comm lines be in relation to my barrels that I'm hiding in?
Let me look.
Sorry, I know I'm asking a lot of questions.
No, I totally understand.
They're conveniently inside the barrel.
If this was a game without a map, I would just be like, I start blasting. But I have a map, so I'm like, oh, where are they? Where am I?
Well, they have to be at like the entrance to the garage.
Like because there's 2 entrances from the base, and then there's 1 entrance from the jungle. So from the jungle side,
So
like the big maintenance entrance.
yes, the maintenance entrance.
Okay,
So I would imagine it was in like that door area, in the door comm line.
perfect. Where's my equipment? Where did my equipment go?
Real quick, while he's looking for that,
Found it.
what would I have to do to try and disable this ATST?
It's already disabled.
But they could power it up. It's just not turned on. He's got to put the keys in and turn it over. Because obviously ATSTs have just like a regular car keys, as one does.
I'll be right back, guys.
A computer's intellect check or mechanics intellect?
Man, I'm real good at both of those.
Yeah, those are the two that fit.
Okay. Let me see. Computers and mechanics. Yeah, they're both the exact same. Cool. See what the dice say.
So that'll be against let's just go 1 purple again.
Ooh. Okay, so that is 2 successes, 2 advantages, a threat, and a failure.
Okay, so you
decent.
recover. Yeah, you recover 1 strain, and you'll definitely be able to at least temporarily disable it.
Yeah, slow them down,
Absolutely.
I would much rather face 1 chicken walker than 2.
Absolutely.
You could have just hijacked it.
That's what the other one's for.
So, which one of you would like to go next?
I want to throw a grenade at the group.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like I've never played this game, and so I don't know how important it is to not do combat, but I have a grenade. So
we're just gonna blast the whole base.
yeah, so anyway, I start grenading. It says my thing says yellow, green, green again. For grenade. Do I add anything extra onto that?
Yes, 1 second. Let me look to see what it is. So, because you're in cover, you should gain 1 boost die. That is the D6 looking.
A little blue D6.
Yeah.
Okay. So yellow,
But-
green, green, blue.
Yeah, and then you'll need to do 2 purple.
2 purple?
2 purple.
This feels like a trap. All right. I got yellow, green, green, blue, purple, purple. I am rolling now.
Perfect.
That's like that classic GM thing of, are you sure you want to do that?
I don't know if I'm doing this right, but I think I am. But I got 4 advantage and nothing else. Is that even possible? It feels like that's against the law.
Is there a thing that looks like a dice like in the corner? Because I think you're basically on the same thing, right?
I'm on the app that I sent to our group chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even opened that one yet, but
So, like, you pick your dice. It has the yellow, green, blue, red, purple, black, white. And then you click which ones you want. You can click them and it adds them in. And then you hit roll. And then it shows you, like, your interpretation. So then it has advantage, success, triumph, light side, dark side, despair, fail, threat. I got
okay.
4 advantage and nothing else.
Okay. Yeah. So since there weren't like successes and failures, I'm gonna say that you can at least get it close to them.
Okay.
And then because of your extra advantages, you can use 2 advantage to perform an additional maneuver if you want, or you can recover strain. Yeah, you can use 2 advantage to gain an additional boost die on your next attack.
Can I use my extra advantage? Okay, so I'm assuming I hit them. Well, hang on.
Yes. We're gonna go with yes. That will hit.
I also got inflict critical injury on a hit because I got 3 of the little advantages.
Nice.
I don't know if that matters or not. That's what it says on the little grenade I threw.
So you hit.
Yeah. So I mean I definitely hit, but yeah. Well, okay, so I deal
That
8
means-
damage on a hit plus 1 damage per uncanceled success. Inflict a critical injury on a hit for 4 advantage. Blast 6. Hit all characters engaged with the target for 6 damage. And you have 1 frag grenade. It can be used once. Okay.
Nice.
So I throw the grenade, and then I'm gonna pop out of the barrel and be like, I'm gonna pop out of the barrels, and then like, because I don't know when you say like bonus action, is that kind of what you're saying that the extra thing is?
Yeah. So, possible maneuvers are moving to a new location within short range, or moving between range bands from engaged range to short range to medium range, etc.
Okay.
Readying or stowing a weapon or other item, using a stim pack, opening or closing a door, flipping a table over for cover, aiming to gain a boost die on your next attack, taking cover to give attackers a setback die.
Okay. So I threw my grenade, and then I'm gonna ready my heavy blaster rifle.
Okay.
I'm gonna mount it, or not mount it, but like, like on the barrel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna call them. I don't know what an insult is in Star Wars anymore. It's been so long. You nerf herders or whatever. So that way I get their attention. That's what I'm doing.
Perfect. How much damage was that grenade?
So it says it deals 8 initially. You deal 8 damage on a hit plus 1 damage per uncanceled success symbol. I didn't get any success symbols, so I assume there's no extra. Inflict a critical injury on a hit for 4 advantage. So I rolled the 4 advantage, so I guess that would mean I hit a critical injury. And then it says blast 6, hit all characters in on 2 advantage. So
Perfect.
8 base, and then I get I don't know, 8 base.
So I'm gonna say that as you're pulling up your blaster rifle and like looking down the sights, your grenade explodes and it actually kills all the sentries that were there. Good job, Kyle.
Heck yeah.
So
Just like in Lemmy.
Damn it,
So,
Kyle. You're supposed to be
Ventry.
quiet.
I'm sitting up in the rafter or the beam, sitting there, still holding my grenade that I was going to throw. And I just like look over at Kyle and be like, wow, that was amazing. Great throw. I could not have done it better. And I kind of be carefully, since that was all of them, right? And do we hear any other people at this point after the big blast running our way?
I have a blue.
We hecked him up.
Sorry, my laptop is a piece. No, I just whether I stay in the beam or not depends on what I hear. So I'll let you.
Okay. So, as you've thrown this grenade and they kind of like, Michael Bay movie dive, like trying to get away from it, one of them is very obviously lunging for a console with a button marked alarm, but he fails to reach it as the explosion just overcomes him. So he struggles to pull himself up for an instant and then collapses just short of the console. You've taken the garage without alerting the rest of the post, and now you have a foot in the door of Whisper Base. You secure the code cylinder from the squad leader and use it to open the base door. The slab of gray metal swings open with a resounding clank. Before you stands a droid, carrying a mop and a bucket, and peering at you quizzically through its lenses. Greetings, unfamiliar organic individual. This unit has been ordered to see to the cleaning of the garage bay. Please pass through the door or step aside so that this unit can proceed with its onerous tasks.
Right. There's definitely a messy cleanup on aisle 1.
Kyle, did you just blast him?
Oh, right. I just fucking just start blasting. Because apparently that's what we're fucking doing.
You're gonna blast this droid?
The commander said to, and he's the commander, so
It's gonna blow our cover.
I would have unplugged, but it's to each their own.
fine. I don't really blast the droid. The droid didn't do anything wrong, but he definitely better clean up them guts.
It's an Imperial droid.
So the droid continues to look down at you, cocking its head to the side. This unit needs to complete the sanitization of this garage bay, and then file its weekly report on the contents of the chamber. Please move aside, unfamiliar organic individual, so that this unit can finish its mandated tasks. Despite its combat-oriented design, the droid does not seem terribly threatening, nor is it making any immediate moves toward the alarm. It has a dark silver chassis, pockmarked by rust, and a restraining bolt that is fastened to its chest. Still, this droid could easily alert the base to your current position, spoiling any surprise you might have gained in the wake of the firefight. You'll need to convince it not to give your status away one way or another.
You know what my vote is.
Vindri, you said you could unplug it?
Possibly. Or maybe we could convince it.
We better figure it out, or I'm just going to start blasting.
We don't have time for this. This is time sensitive. We need to get going.
All right, I guess I just blast it.
It's an Imperial droid.
I shrug my
so,
shoulders and be like, all right.
All right, so I have to roll 2 yellow and a green. 2 yellow, 2 yellow and a green. And then what else do I need? Okay.
One second. So that will be 1 purple and 1 red.
Ooh, what's the red? The red one looks spooky.
That is your challenge dice.
All right, here we go. 1 advantage and 3 success.
So you blast this droid. He says, "Tour cannot complete sanitization. And then it dies.
It was necessary. Let's move on.
I love how you like trying to like convince me that it was necessary to blow away the droid after I just fucking killed like real people with a grenade.
Yeah.
R.I.P. this poor droid. But
Hey,
fuck
I'm
those
gaslighting
guys.
myself here, okay? I'm self-gaslighting right now.
So there is quite a a mess that would be very out of the ordinary for any sort of base, especially an Imperial one. So, but you do notice that there is a trash compactor that you can put stuff in if you wanted to,
And
or you can leave it.
how many soldiers did you say there were?
Let's go with 4.
Okay. And the droid had like cleaning supplies, right?
Yeah, it came in with a mop and bucket.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say, Kyle, help me with these bodies. Vendry, would you mind cleaning up?
I suppose not.
We're not janitors, mate.
Space janitors.
Space janitors. I'd watch it. All right, I sigh with disappointment and walk over and just start picking up body pieces, I guess, and throwing them out the door into the jungle. Vindri, there's got to be something here that'll come eat these,
Kyle,
right?
The compactor, Kyle.
The compactor. The compactor's all the way across the base. I couldn't think of the name.
The garage.
Yeah, but like the trash compactor, I'm looking at the map. Okay.
I'm just
And
going off of what the GM said.
do we know that the trash compactor where it's at?
Yeah, you can easily find the trash compactor.
Even though it's like down 4 hallways and inside the mess hall?
Sure.
So I don't really know about us carrying. Like, I'm just picturing like just carrying like a fucking leg down this like
Okay,
imperial hallway.
So then the barrel, clearly there was at least one barrel that was empty enough for Kyle. So let's
Oh,
just
clever.
shove them in the barrel.
Yes.
That is true.
I invented this technique.
Although I kind of like my idea of throwing them out to feed the wildlife because they're probably hungry. But anyway, whatever. Barrel it is.
That's just more unwanted attention.
But then maybe they'll think it was the wildlife that killed them and not us.
Anyway,
It happens. I saw it on the news.
You can find Vindri just sweeping with the little broom that the droid had, trying to get all of the random parts that you can fit in there, sweeping them toward the barrels.
no, but Vendry, the blood. The blood is the important part here.
Is there any like torches around?
Or like a mop. A space mop.
I can shoot it with my blaster.
There's definitely a mop.
Got that mop and bucket.
Telling me I have to sweep and mop? We don't have time for this.
Gotta say, I agree with Vindri.
So I would imagine that because of like you guys are on this mission, I would imagine you have a map of this place already. So
That's what I was thinking too. And I have the map.
yeah.
Hold on.
So that will make it a little bit easier knowing where to go. And
So
stuff.
where exactly do we need to go next? I have already forgotten.
I think we should go to the firing range on the north side of the compound.
Or do we know exactly where we need to go?
I'm looking to make sure I'm not giving you answers that you don't know.
I know we need to disable the shuttle, but I don't remember what else we needed to
Right.
do after cutting the comm line.
I think we're supposed to kill Lieutenant Swarov, according to the notes that I took while Kay was talking. We fucked up the radio. I already took that note down. Jungle bad, ambush good. That's all the notes I took.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it so much.
So, basically, you would know about the comm tower existing. Like, in addition to the comm line that you guys cut, like, there's an additional comms tower. And you would definitely know about that.
We could destroy the control center. Or the main generator.
Really, it's at this point.
At this point, Kay's like, you guys have already just gone off the rails. You grenaded a bunch of dudes. You shot an innocent droid.
Okay, but let's be real. The hammer of the
I'm not
gods
too-
way
it's
is
fine.
there are no limits.
That's totally fine. It doesn't bother me. It's just harder whenever I'm not in charge of making up the story.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna pop out my map and I'm gonna have Arcan and Vindry
Kyle,
cuddle
it's
up
not
and we're
that
gonna look
hard.
at the map and we're what?
It's not that hard, Kyle. How do you still not know how to say my name?
All right, Commander. Anyway, here's where we are, and I point to the garage. Here's where I think we need to go, and I point to the officers' quarters. It's not that far. It's just right down the hallway. I think we go down there, we kill Lieutenant Swarov, and then we make like bees for the shuttle, and we fly out of here.
I mean, I think there's a solid argument for destroying the generator. Since, as Kay mentioned, we know about they do have the comms tower still. Even though we cut the lines, they may still be able to get word out.
Right. I forgot about that part.
And you definitely have to worry about who was it? Lieutenant Sarev, the base commander, fleeing from the ship on the launch pad and letting everyone else know that the base has been attacked. So those are all the things you have to worry about.
Commander, do you think, why am I suddenly a hillbilly? Do you think, I'm just going to change my voice every time I talk, apparently.
Damn it, John.
I'm dropping the voice. The voice is too difficult right now because I'm trying to learn a game system and play a voice. Commander, do you think, as I continue to do a different voice now, do you think we can get to the ship and disable it like you did that chicken walker?
I mean, that was easy enough. But I thought I heard you say we were going to try and get out on the ship. Are we not doing that anymore?
Well, can we like partially disable it and then kill Lieutenant Sarev and then still escape on the ship?
Or, hear me out. The officers' quarters, the generator, and the ship are all more or less in the same direction from the garage. If we split the party, each go, I don't know. I mean, okay, because I didn't read the other people's character sheets at all, is anybody like more suited to one of these tasks, like disabling the shit, or like not even necessarily disabling, but like would they be more alert and able to kind of spot if somebody was trying to escape on the ship? Would somebody be more like demolitions-y to go blow up the generator?
Yeah, let me look at the character sheets. I'm sure they are. Everyone seems to have their strong suits.
Yeah.
For sure. I have the wrong character sheet in front of me. I have
Right.
Mon Calamari. We're not even using that one.
I'm just straight up a fighter, so
That's not even a class in this game.
Well, soldier fighter, it's like the same thing.
So anybody who is good in like stealth or streetwise would probably be better at hiding. For lookout, perception in the cunning skill, or cunning skill. Oh, I lost my brain for a second. Yeah, perception skill in the cunning characteristic would be a good lookout. If anybody's good at knowledge, they're good at knowing obscure facts and information of all sorts.
Not me.
I've now looked at this paper so long I forgot what I was looking for in the first place.
Well, okay, what about vigilance? Would that be good for being a lookout?
Yes.
Cool. I have a 1 in that.
Okay. Does anybody have better than a 1?
I've got a 0. So no.
0 for vigilance.
Cool. I assume that I would know, but like, are either of your characters better with like explosives? I mean, Dan, I know you said Kyle is kind of a fighter, so like,
It doesn't really have like an explosive option on here, but I mean, it says I'm good with like heavy AG, which I assume is like guns or something.
well, so I mean, okay, I assume have the stuff that would tell me better, but would like mechanics play in at all to destroying the generator?
So mechanics is identifying a fault with the machine, repairing a machine, restoring wounds to a droid. I would use skullduggery, honestly, because that is identifying flaws in security systems.
Okay. I mean, do either of you have any skullduggery?
I've got a 1.
Cool. All right, Vendry, you seem like you are on top of this. I need you to take out the generator. Kyle, you know what to do.
Start blasted.
Yes. And I'll make sure that no one gets away on the ship.
All right. I'm going to head to the officer's quarters. I'm going to find Lieutenant Sarev. And I'm going to send him to his maker in the Force.
So roll your 1 against 1 red die.
1 against 1. So would I just roll 2?
Oh,
two
sorry,
reds?
I was talking to Vendry.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't hear Vendry say anything. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I had to
Uh,
stay muted.
We
while
made
Kay
eye
talks.
contact.
I don't understand what I need to do. Like, what am I rolling against the red?
Your skullduggery, I thought.
Oh, okay. Because you said roll your 1, and I was like, I wasn't sure what that meant.
Oh, you said you had 1 in skullduggery. So I just said oh, so you have 3.
Well, it says 1 on rank.
Oh.
Yeah, we were just talking about the points.
So it's your skullduggery die against 1 red die. And then Kyle, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was texting my wife. No, I was just asking. You had said I thought you were talking to me with the 2 red die, and so I was just like, "What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean." But anyway, no, I didn't have anything else to say. Sorry.
Okay.
I think Kay was asking what you were doing.
Oh, well, if
Well,
it's
no,
what-
I was just asking what he said because I'm waiting on Vendry's skullduggery check.
Gotcha.
But then we can go to Kyle.
Yeah, no, take your time. I'm totally chill with waiting to blast people. Is anybody else looking at the map right now?
Yes.
Does anybody else notice that the briefing room kind of looks like a sideways angry guy?
Kyle, focus.
I thought it looked like a robot.
Like it's got like eyeballs and stuff. It looks like and this is really off tangent. Doctor Who, the weird little fat soldier guys, the weird little alien fat soldiers.
The
in Doctor Who.
Sontarans.
That's what that little briefing room looks like.
I love it.
Anyway,
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off subject. Vindri,
Anyway,
continue.
about that skullduggery check.
I had an advantage and a success and nothing else.
Nice. So it's been so long, I don't even remember what you're trying to do now. I'm sorry. Disable something.
I was instructed to go take out the generators or try to.
so kind of my plan was like basically if we more or less the like old trope of like let's synchronize our watches. That way we all kind of around the same time will perform our action and then go to the ship, take it out.
Perfect.
Cool. So yeah, you said you got one advantage and one success. Okay. Yeah, so you take one look at this generator and you're like, oh, I know this model. All I gotta do is just unhook this one hose and the whole thing will be useless. And you also recover one strain if you have any.
Okay. Yeah, so yes, this is going well. As I unplug the hose and probably hear some hissing noises and hopefully it starts to power down.
Yeah, it absolutely does. So Kyle, I think we're going to you next, correct?
Yeah, so I'm just like strolling through this joint like I own the place. Like I absolutely am just supposed to be there. Just walking along with my rifle like nothing's weird. I want to go to this first officer's quarters that's by the garage. So like I would go up and like right there, that very first one. Can I like get in? Well, that's like their house though. So I don't imagine I can just open the door. Is that the armory? I'm going to the armory.
It is the armory. So to get into the armory, you definitely are going to have to pass some stormtroopers that are in their barracks.
Yeah, we're not in like Imperial uniform, are we?
No,
No, you're not.
because we blew up the guys. And by we, I mean me.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought about that like right after I did it, and I was like, "Oh, we probably shouldn't have." And by we again, I mean me. I probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so how many stormtroopers am I gonna have to negotiate with here? Let's put it that way.
I'm just gonna roll to see. That feels more fair.
What Kay didn't say, she's rolling 4d20.
I was gonna say that was a lot of dice I heard roll. We're in danger.
So there's actually only 3 of them that are currently in the barracks. It seems like everyone else is out on patrols or like, doing something else.
Okay, do I see like a way that I could sneak towards the armory without alerting them, or is it just like no matter what I do? I mean, I'm not sneaky anyway, but
So basically, you would have to roll stealth to move about undetected. And you can make a hard coercion check to convince them like that you belong there or something like that. If you would
let's do
like.
that. Let's try a coercion check.
Okay, so that is going to be your coercion versus 3 purple die.
I have a
Alright, so
bad feeling about this.
yellow, green, green, and 3 perp. Oh boy. I'm gonna radio on my comms link because I just saw that we have comms links. I'm gonna like, boss, Arkin,
Whatever it is, Kyle, don't do it.
I found the armory.
No.
There's only 3 stormtroopers between me and the armory. I can save the rebellion right now. I'm going in.
One armory and one forward.
And I just go ahead and ignore the rest of everything that he's saying. I'm just going in. I walk up to the stormtroopers all like I'm supposed to be there.
Okay, go for
What's
it.
up, fellow troopers? It's me, ya boy, Kyle.
Do you know this guy?
Because I rolled 2 fail and nothing else.
Oh. So they don't even like take a second to like alert their comms, but they do pull a blaster and they're going to attack you.
Okay.
Well, one of them is. The other one is not going to do that, but he's going to do something else.
He
I
failed.
love that
even
your
worse.
Zoom
Uh-oh.
name. I love that your Zoom name is Kyle, aka the brains of this outfit, as you're about to get shot.
Hey, listen. It is what it is.
You either blast or get blasted.
If I don't make it out, at least I have the highest kill count right now. My KD is going to be 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, mine's going to be 0-0 ideally, but you know.
I was talking on mute anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That means it didn't happen. I succeed. The stormtroopers welcome me as one of their own. I turn them to the rebellion. We get in the
So-
army. We get no. Okay.
No, that's not what happened. So the stormtrooper that pulls his blaster out, he just kind of points it at you, and the other one manages to subdue you and said, "We're gonna take this one in for questioning.
That's not fair. Can I wrestle away?
Your next turn you can."
Ah, it's too far. I want to go now.
But
Vindry, save me.
we'll cut to Arkin real quick.
Yeah, so as soon as I hear this Bantha Poodoo from Kyle over here, I am going to divert from my original plan and head towards the armory. So I would imagine it's probably not hard to see him getting like subdued
No, it's
by
it's
stormtroopers.
definitely very easy to spot, and I'm sure he's not quiet.
Yeah. Do I have a clear line of sight on either, well, any of the 3 stormtroopers?
Where are you coming from exactly?
Great question. Yes. So I would have been headed towards the ship. I
Mhm.
assume that we all kind of like went out the same door of the garage because, again, it's all kind of in the same direction, more or less.
Right.
But, you know, Kyle would have gone left. Vindry would have gone kind of right. So basically, I'm just like coming through the like between the 2 officers' quarters.
Okay. Yeah. So from that side, you can't really see them, but you can definitely hear them. It wouldn't be too difficult to get like from the, the right side armory door.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be too hard to go around and get line of sight. But
Okay.
the armory is standing in the way for sure.
So can I not because I'm coming from the right of the army, can I not see into it? that
No,
not like a
it's
door
a
on the right?
closed door.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so can I like stealth up to it and then try to peek my way in?
Yeah, you want to roll for stealth, and that will be against. Oh. Just one purple die. There's a lot of commotion. It would probably be easy to hide.
Sweet. Let me see. Stealth. That is 3 advantages, 1 threat.
Okay, so that just counts as 2 advantages. So then, yeah, you can recover strain. You can make an additional maneuver for 2 advantages, and whatever you're trying to do, you can just do.
Cool. I want to blast at least one of them. I don't really know how combat works in this. I don't know if I get like multi-attack or anything, but at least one of them I want to blast the shit out of.
Yeah, so they are also a group. So if you just want to make an attack against them with your blaster, I don't know what your blaster dice are.
Oh, okay. What do I roll against anything, or is it just like a straight roll?
Yeah. Let me look. I have their stats on a different page. It will be 2 purple.
Oof. Okay. Shit. It's all spread out. 3 successes, 2 advantages, and 2 threats.
Okay.
So
So your advantages and your threats cancel each other out, but your successes remain. So you definitely hit them.
cool.
And so how much damage is that?
I think it's at 7. Yeah, 7.
Okay. So you definitely hit one, and it seems to be pretty, it seems to like knock it back, like knock this guy back just a little bit. He's not dead, but
I don't know if this will make a difference, but I just saw it says +1 damage per each uncanceled success. So +3.
yeah. So what was that total?
10.
Yeah, so you kill one of them.
Nice.
Wait. Yeah, you managed to blast all 3 of them. Yeah. Wow.
Kyle, I've told you a million times not to go off mission. I had to save your ass again. This is the 10th time this cycle.
Boss. The armory.
We've talked about this. Those words are off limits to you. Come on.
As he drags me away, I just like casually run my fingers along the armory door and like the little nameplate that says armory. And I whisper to myself, what could have been?
That's the true love story right here. Kyle in the armory.
Near farmery. I love the fucking armory.
That's one crisis averted, thanks to some good shots. So Vendry, what are you doing while you've heard all of this on the comms?
That would have been my thing. It would be I would have checked in on comms after I disabled the generator and tried to radio in. So I'm going to try to radio them after I've heard all the commotion. So
I mean, I definitely have mine switched off whenever I'm going after Kyle because, I don't want to like give away my position.
I keep my comms on like speaker mode because I'm that guy.
Come in, team. The generator has been disabled. Prepare to lose power shortly. Should I head on to the shuttle? What's the status?
So I have to ask, because like I said, we were all trying to do this more or less at the same time. So actually, I guess we would have already. Obviously, it's up to the GM, but I assume that we would have just wrapped up me murdering 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as I hear Kyle with his comms on loud, I just grab it and say, "Yes, go to the ship."
There are now 3 stormtrooper bodies that are in their barracks.
Is any of the armor in my size?
You could probably fit into it.
The armor
Squeeze
definitely
in.
has blaster holes in it, though.
There's definitely a barracks, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably outfits that don't have holes in them.
boss, just hear me out. What if we put on stormtrooper armor, go in the armory?
Let me just stop you there, Kyle. I can practically see the ship from here. I can smell it. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
We still have to kill Lieutenant Sarev.
Do we have to kill him?
Yes.
Well, if you had done your job, Kyle.
This is very rude.
You had one
What
job.
if-
You had one job.
I mean, at the very least, we should destroy the communications center.
The generator's been disabled. Vindri saw
They
to
can
that.
just bring in a new generator.
It still gives us plenty of time to get out of here.
I mean, look at the map, boss. There's not even a roof on this place.
I'm pretty sure there's probably a roof.
The plan
Well-
was to save the base and establish a rebel base here. We shouldn't blow up everything.
No one but Kyle said anything about blowing up everything. That's not the plan.
Okay, fine. We'll make it to the shuttle, but I'm just telling you, when we come back, I'm going in that armory.
And I'm just gonna push him towards the officers' quarters, and I'm gonna go to the one on the left. Well,
So
I guess the north.
We're going to toward the launch pad. Is that the ultimate goal?
The ultimate goal, yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'm gonna need everyone to make a stealth check.
We're all about to die, and it's all Arkin's fault.
That's not true. I'm
Against
pretty good at
one-
stealth.
1 purple one this time.
Green, green, green. 1 purple. And roll. 1 advantage, 2 success.
Nice.
4 success, 1 advantage, 2 threats. So
Okay, so 4 successes. Nice. What did you get, Vendry?
2 advantage, 1 success. Nothing else.
Awesome. So, against all odds, you guys managed to move past these officers' quarters, in the direction.
oh no,
headed-
I'm trying to go to the officers' quarters.
Oh,
I'm
you're going
pushing
in then.
Kyle. Well, because we need to find the guy, the dude
Okay.
guy, and murder him.
Okay.
Yeah, so if he's going to go to the north side officers' quarters, I'm going to go to the south side officers' quarters, which are just right down the hall from each other, according to the map.
The classier officers' quarters.
Yes.
I'm making my way towards the shuttle.
Make
I think the Force one of these fools listens.
Oh, shuttle bound.
Okay. So to get into the officer's quarters, that is a hard computers check. And that is 3 purple dice against your computer skill.
Can I just shoot the screen and see if that works like it does in the movies?
You still have to roll, but yes.
Okay. Well, you said 3 purple?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 purple, and my computer skill is 2 green because my intelligence is garbage, which is why I'm playing the character this way.
Yeah, so I got oh shit.
What? I got 1 success and 2 threat. What the fuck does a threat mean?
I got 3 advantages, 3 threat, and then 1 failure. Fuck.
Okay, so I got a success and 2 threat.
So as you guys are both trying to get into both officers' quarters, somehow you both set off an alarm separately. You know how there's usually only 1 alarm in every Star Wars base? There's 2 in this one.
That would be really annoying because those alarms on those movies make me so mad.
I don't know why it's going off twice, but why did you set off the alarm?
What did you do, boss? I saw you over there fidgeting with the machine. I just start blasting the fucking screens.
So I mean, did the doors open at all?
Who got the success? Somebody
Me.
succeeded a little
Me.
bit. Yeah, your door will open halfway.
My door's open halfway,
And then you
boss.
get
Your door's
stuck.
open no way. Can I grab it and like strength check it open the rest of the way to see if the dude's in there?
Yeah, or you can it's open enough to see.
Oh, is
For
the dude in
sure.
there?
No, he's not in there currently.
Damn.
It seems like this is more like the place that he goes to do his paperwork at the end of the day kind of thing. And he might be a meetings guy.
His apartment. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Boss, he's not here. We should probably get to the shuttle.
Does he have an apartment? Oh,
I mean, look.
like this is his apartment. I was like, hold on, where the hell else would he be?
Yeah, is that not a bed down there in the right hand corner? Looks like a bed.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
no,
definitely his bed.
I just thought you meant like let's go find his apartment. I mean, I don't know what the Star Wars
8,
RPG
12,
equivalent of an intelligence check is, but whatever that might be, can I like deduce where the hell we might find this asshole?
So you can use your cunning to use perception to look for clues, or there is intellect. Not that one though. That one is navigating the galaxy. Knowledge.
Can I do perception?
Yeah, knowledge
Cool.
or perception.
Cool, I'm better at perception. What am I rolling against?
Great question. So what exactly are you looking for specifically?
The guy.
The
The
guy?
dude.
The guy?
The dude.
He's looking for the guy.
So let's do 1 red die and 1 purple. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, you said 1 red and 1 purple? Sorry, I'm trying to multitask.
No, you're good. Yeah.
That is 3 advantage, 1 success, 3 threats.
Okay. So your advantages and your threats cancel each other out, and that leaves you with 1 success. So looking around, this place is pretty clear, but you do hear some footsteps that seem to be very hurriedly heading away from you, in the direction, like to the east.
Okay.
And just looking at the quarters that Kyle has opened, you can tell he's been there and might have left in a hurry. The alarms may have spooked him into wanting to leave the base.
I bet he's heading for the shuttle bus.
Yeah, immediately I flip on my comms. Vendry, be ready. I mean, I hope that Vendry could like hear the alarms and know that already, but I work with Kyle, so
I've already anticipated this technicality and am making as fast as I can toward the base. I'm toward the shuttle.
what I appreciate about you.
How far do you think I'd be able to get in that time?
I believe in you.
I think you could get pretty close, with the amount of time with them breaking doors and breaking into doors and stuff. It's a pretty clear path to get there. It's just like a little jog. So basically you could get up to the outside of the launch pad, but you can't get up to into it yet.
Nice. So I'm just there getting ready to try to get in when I hear the comm go off.
Mhm.
All right. I am outside the launch pad currently. Shall I expect company?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
And I know how you are, but kill him. If there's any doubt, kill him.
Don't kill us.
Well, yes, Kyle, obviously.
Noted. Okay. Yes, kill them.
Okay, so before I continue with Vendry, Arkin, and Kyle, what would you guys like to do with now that these alarms are going off and you've semi-located where Lieutenant Sarev is?
Boss, I have a concern. If the generator's deactivated, what's powering these alarms?
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go and I'm just going to throw a grenade at the generator.
So, it might be that the generator has like a little bit of like residual power for like a failsafe. It won't last forever, but
Yeah, no, I get
No.
that, but just in case.
no, absolutely. I was just clarifying.
Yeah,
Is that the
yeah.
one? That's the one smart thing Kyle has said this entire match, or this entire not match, this entire session.
So
Okay,
do I have
yeah,
to roll anything for
You
that?
can. Yes. It will be though. Whatever your attack is plus 1 purple die.
So just the grenade attack plus a purple.
Yeah.
Uno momento. Do we know what the AP grenade is? Is that just like armor piercing?
That sounds right.
Cool. It does more damage anyway, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I've already forgotten you said just 1 purple.
Yes.
Okay. That is 1 advantage, 2 successes, 1 threat.
Okay. Yeah. So you succeeded this, like you've thrown armor-piercing grenades multiple times. You know, you've thrown at the generators all the time. It's just another day at work.
I've seen Kyle do this a lot, but I won't tell him that.
I played
Uh,
Lemmy. I usually kicked him in.
How much damage does that do? Arkin.
Yeah, I was looking. It does 16.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So as this generator like gets nated, you know, it explodes and you know, everything kind of short circuits and the base, you know, almost immediately just goes dark.
Perfect. I assume that I probably had my thermo goggles on my head, much like our fabulous GM does, and I'm just gonna pop them down and I can see in the dark. I have dark vision.
Now this is GMing. Oh,
God damn.
they took the goggles. You took the goggles off too fast. Okay.
Sorry, it's yellow to see.
Oh, they do be looking yellow.
They do be yellow.
That would be a disadvantage.
For sure. I also have goggles, but I think it'd be more fun if I just held Arkin's hand and had him lead me to the shuttle instead.
If he lets you do that, you can do that.
No, I am going to wherever he has his goggles. I assume that I probably know. As the commander, I'm sure that I am watching, like while I'm packing my gear, I watch how they pack their gear, and wherever I saw him put them, I just take them and I put them on his head and I snap them really hard onto his face.
Well, since oh, never mind. I almost lied. I said since they're literally on my head already in the picture, but they're not. So yeah, so I just put them on and I'm ready to go.
Okay, perfect. Vindri, so you've gotten to the launch pad entrance, and you know, as you get there, you notice that the lights are going off throughout the base, and fairly very quickly, you're surrounded by darkness where it used to be, you know, light. But you can before that happens, you can see several launch pad guards that are guarding like the shuttle area.
So they're inside as I'm peering in. Okay. So since I was originally the one going after the generator, I assume my electro goggles are already on. So probably it's not phasing me. I just dialed them in when the lights finally went off. Then I take note of how many guards are there.
While you're looking at that, I would just like to say, GM, all of us have dark vision, actually.
Cool. Awesome.
Actually,
So it's like a group of 5 guards.
What positions are they in? Are they surrounding the shuttle? Are they just off to the side? If you could.
Yeah,
no?
yeah. So they're kind of spread out. Like they're all patrolling the area so that no area is unguarded. So you've got one guy on the southeast side, one guy on the northeast side, one guy like in the middle in the north, and then likewise one guy on the northeast or northwest and southwest. And they're kind of like just rotating around.
Since that's outside, have they been alerted to the power flux? Would they have noticed?
They don't seem to have noticed the they don't seem to have noticed the power flux quite yet because it just happened. However, they do seem like they are on alert, and just clearly you can hear because they're not being quiet. like them calming that there's been a disturbance and there's alarms going off that they're going to go check out. Like that another stormtrooper was going to go check out.
Awesome. I'm gonna stay kind of hidden in this dark doorway if I can. I would like to kind of stay enough to where I could try to see in line of sight, to see if they're coming out, and also the best I can to see if the lieutenant is coming toward me, and I want to like ready my gun and use my maneuver to just kind of pre-aim around the corner into the base.
Yeah, absolutely. So next time you'll have a boost die on your attack. It's one of the square ones, the blue square one.
Blue, got it.
Yeah, so since you're pre-aimed, you'll have that on there. Do you want to roll for stealth? An opposed stealth check?
Sounds great.
So since you're in a doorway, I'm going to have that be an average check, but because you're in the dark, if you weren't in the dark, it would be hard.
For us plebs who do not know what an average check is, can you?
So that'll be 2 purple against your other one. I accidentally muted, then unmuted, then remuted myself, and I was trying to unmute.
You played yourself.
I did.
Luckily, I'm a spy and good at stealth, so that is 3 advantage and 2 success.
Nice. So you definitely can recover any strain that you have, or you can recover 1 per 2 advantages. You can recover 1 strain per 2 advantages you have, but you also succeed at hiding.
So it took strain to do the 2 maneuvers instead of an action.
You remove 1.
I removed one. I didn't have one.
Oh,
Yeah, I think she was just saying that it's optional.
yeah. You can also use 2 strain to, or not 2 strain, 2 advantages to do an additional maneuver, if you would like. And that was moving to a new location within short range, readying or stowing a weapon, using a stim pack, which your weapon's already readied, so you could gain another boost die if you wanted.
If I used 2 advantage, can I keep them, or is that just if I don't use them, I lose them?
If you don't use them, you lose them.
All right, then I'll definitely use them.
I like it the other way better.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. If you don't lose them, you use them. I like that better.
I can't speak. So what do I do now?
That's the end of your turn.
Awesome. Sorry, I wasn't sure what to do with all of those once I got them.
You just have 2 boost die, right? For next round.
Okay, instead of 1. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, actually, did you relay any of the information to the other guys, or I just need to know how to start the next part?
Since I'm trying to be stealthy, maybe not. Like, not at this moment. Like, I don't know that I could without. Me.
Absolutely. All right, so Arkin and Kyle, you guys want to make stealth checks? Average stealth checks? 2 purples?
I
Two
want to?
purples.
Not particularly.
Will ya?
Two purples
sure
and
will.
a 3 green. 3 green. I got 2 success and 1 threat.
I got 3 advantages, 2 threat, 2 success. So 1 advantage, 2 success.
Okay. So, Arkin, you can make it easily to the launch pad. No issues. Kyle. So, as you're heading to the launch pad, you inadvertently actually almost like, you run face to face with a fleeing what was his name? Lieutenant Sarev.
And I know who it is immediately.
It's the guy you're looking for. Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's nice to know. Does he like how does he react, I guess, to running like face to face? Like does he
So he definitely seems just as surprised to have run into you as you do running into him. He wasn't expecting you to be there at all.
is he by himself?
He is not. But you did not run into the other people, but they are behind him.
Okay.
You can see them with your goggles. There's it's another group of stormtroopers. There are 4 of them that are with him. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. That's what's happening.
How far behind would you say they are? Are they like right up on his heels, or are they like are they escorting him, I guess, or were they just also
So they were escorting him. They're just very short range behind him.
okay? I'm gonna look at him dead in his eyes with my magic eyes, and I'm gonna say, Lieutenant Sarev, we meet again.
I don't think I've met you. Guards!
Perfect.
Nailed it.
Can I try to grab him and like use him as like a human meat shield?
Yeah, you have 1 attempt to do this.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
So
I'm assuming I would roll on my side. I have brawl or athletics. There's not really like a strength check, it doesn't look like. Or melee.
Yeah, I was looking at melee.
Okay, let's do melee. So I'm gonna roll a yellow and 2 greens, and then what else do I need to add in?
And so you're gonna roll against a red and 2 purples.
That doesn't sound promising, but okay, here we go. It was not promising. I got 2 success and 3 threat, so swell. That went swimmingly. Apparently, he is more of an athlete than I am. So,
I mean,
So
at least they weren't
actually,
failures.
so what happens is you do manage to grab him. However, he manages to point a blaster right at your chest as you do this. And
sometimes
so you're
just,
kind of in a stalemate.
I mean, I would consider having a blaster stuck in my chest to be losing.
You
If
might be
all I-
losing a
If
little bit.
if all I'm doing is just holding the other guy.
Being nice.
So, I feel like we're at like an impasse here, like a Tusken Raider standoff, if you will. So I'm picturing like holding him by like his shoulders, right? Like on either shoulder. And like before I could spin him around, he was like, ha, gotcha. This is what I'm picturing. So it's kind of like a weird, like I'm almost giving him a hug, but now there's a gun pointed at me or a blaster pointed at me.
Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that.
Yeah, I don't know what you were picturing, but that's what I saw in my head, like when that was playing out. So I'm just gonna like casually like look down at his blaster, and then I'm guessing that's probably like the end of my turn.
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like in my brain, I'm like, oh boy.
I mean, would I notice that Kyle's not behind me since everything powered down? I assume that there's some commotion, but I also figure that like I'm probably looking for, this ne'er-do-well I sometimes supervise, sort of.
Yeah. So hmm.
Because do like a
I was gonna
perception.
see if you would roll, but I don't know if I want you to. I feel like
Okay.
you would be he's with you the whole time and you would notice him not being there.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, he's not quiet.
Right, exactly. That's exactly why I was like, well, maybe you don't need to roll. Yes, you can notice.
Cool. Yeah, I want to blast the lieutenant. It's the theme of the night. We're just gonna blast.
Okay. There are 5 stormtroopers as well.
That's fine.
You know.
Everything's fine.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. What am I rolling against?
So that is going to be, let's do another red and 2 purple.
Another red or just one red?
Oh, 1 red. Sorry.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Kyle
sure.
rolled a red, so I
just
was
wanted to
stuck
make
in
sure.
my head. Yeah, 1 red and 2 purple. You got to try not to hit Kyle.
Sorry, Kyle. I think I just killed you. So that is
As long as you get the lieutenant too, that's all that matters.
yeah, 2 for 1, right? Okay, so that is 2 successes, 2 advantages, 2 failures, and 2 threats.
So that's a wash.
Yeah.
We decided that a wash was a very mild success
Oh, cool.
at the very beginning. So I'm sticking to the same rule we started with.
I'm glad we agreed on that because I don't know if I was there.
Okay. So how much damage does that do?
Seven.
Okay. So you can break through his armor and wound him, but he is not quite dead.
Perfect. Mostly dead.
So Vendry, you are separated a bit. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm probably still waiting. What's the status of the guys? Are they coming to me? Because if I see someone coming this way, I'll take all an action.
Yeah. So, ooh. So, so they would be not too far away from you, so you could definitely hear this happening. Like as the lieutenants in this standoff with Kyle, the stormtroopers like, "Oh, I can't get an angle. Somebody get him! Somebody get him! There's an infiltrator on the base." And you can hear all of that. And so that's totally up to you which direction you'd like to go.
And also somewhere in there you hear pew.
You do hear pew.
That's such a cute little blaster, just a little pew.
So if I can hear that, what about the 5 troopers that are in the launch pad? How close are they to me?
Yeah, so the one that is in the northwest corridor, and probably even the north or southwest corridor and the northwest corridor. or corner of the launch pad, they would definitely be like the one that is closest to you would have alerted the other one and been like, I heard something. Let's just keep an alert. And they've been ordered not to leave their posts, not to leave this ship. So they're just standing on alert, waiting for somebody to come in through this door.
Awesome. So if they're not coming at me, so I don't want to like miss this guy or anybody like coming from the base. But if I see the people on the launch pad start to enter, I want to cause a distraction and kind of create a trap for them. But otherwise, I'm going to keep my blaster trained on the upcoming doorway. And at this point, I know that they're alerted, so I'm probably just going to take the chance to calm. Like, hey, we've got friends. We have 5 friends at the launch pad. I hear some blasting out there. Everybody okay? What's your status?
I mean, I definitely would have switched both of our comms off because, again, we were trying to sneak. And I have Kyle's in my pocket. I didn't give it back to him.
That's a load of bullshit. Bantha poodoo.
Hey, somebody has to be the mom of this party, and it's me, apparently.
Indri is the only one who hasn't gotten into any trouble this whole time. So,
Hearing no response, I'm probably getting a little bit worried. That seeing that as the other people haven't come out, I probably figure they're not gonna run out. So I'm gonna kind of peek around the hall, and if I don't see anybody, probably walk toward the noise that I heard.
Absolutely. So, you're walking towards this noise, and you can clearly see this whole scenario playing out in front of you of Kyle and Lieutenant Sarev in this like weird standoff, and the stormtroopers like readying up their weapons, ready to like bracing themselves for combat. And so you see Arkin there with his blaster drawn as well. Yeah, that's what you see.
The lieutenant looks mildly blasted.
Yeah, he does look like he might have taken a shot. Shots.
So are there troopers blocking my path between me and the lieutenant?
Yes.
Like, since I have my gun drawn and aimed, do I have a clear shot is what I'm saying?
Yeah. You will, they actually have their backs to you. So you'll be coming up to them from behind. So yeah, you should have, it'll make it less difficult. You'll have less difficulty die because of that, if you want to attack them.
Indri just hears Arkin's voice like a flashback briefly. If you have any doubt, blast him.
Oh my god. Yes. Basically like oh my god, Patches O'Houlihan on Dodgeball. I just hear his face. I hear his voice in my head. His scratchy voice. Just blast him. And I would like to try and take a shot at the lieutenant.
As a lieutenant, not the stormtroopers?
What I was about to ask.
That's why I asked if they were blocking my shot on the lieutenant.
Oh, I thought you meant on the stormtroopers. Oh, they are in between you and the lieutenant is what I thought I was answering. I am so sorry, I misunderstood. It would just be a little bit more difficult of a shot. You could still make the shot.
I would still try to make the shot since I'm already kind of, guns up. I'm already kind of aiming around this corner.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
definitely
Kyle.
feel like I'm about to get smoked.
Or, if it's bad enough, RIP Kyle and Arkin.
Yeah. Go, go, Gadget Vendry.
This episode ends with Vindry accidentally killing the two partners and the lieutenant, and then just fucking off in the shuttle.
So, Vendry, that is going to be 1 red die and 3 purple die. They had to roll 2. They weren't shooting through stormtroopers.
If
But
only there were
while-
like,
Oh,
I was gonna
no.
say, if only there were like easy, faceless targets like stormtroopers.
Yeah, but while Vendry is figuring those out, the stormtroopers are actually going to shoot at you, Arkin. And like seeing that you have just shot their lieutenant, only one of them is going to hit you.
Nice.
And one of them like loses his balance a little bit, and it's gonna take him a little bit longer to like compose himself next round.
Nice. Love it. So, how much damage am I taking?
That is a great question.
Because I have 3 soak. So that would take away 3 of it, right?
So yeah, you're gonna take 9 total.
Cool. So do I lose the soak forever after I take damage, or is that just like you have to get past that before you take damage?
So the soak, I believe, resets like after you like reset your armor or something like that. But yeah, so for today, it'll just go away.
Cool.
Use
So
that first.
So 6 total. I am looking bloodied. You said 2 of them hit me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like I took, 2 fairly, like not fatal, obviously, but 2 fairly painful shots. Maybe one in like my left shoulder, one like in my hip or something.
You hear, I hit him. I hit him too. And then the other 3 just didn't hit. I didn't. I missed.
You'll pay for that.
Cool. Vendry, so did you figure out the result of that roll?
Yeah, no, instantly. So that's a lot of die, but a lot of cancellations. I ended up with 5 success and 4 threat.
Okay. So you nail this shot on the lieutenant. However, the 3 stormtroopers that have missed their shot have decided to turn around at you and focus you in the next round. That will be your threat.
Sweet. So I do 10 damage with that shot.
Hey, Vendry, do you also have the heavy blaster pistol? Or do you have something else that you're using?
I have a blaster rifle.
Okay, does it have any, because like the blaster pistol, if you get a certain number of like advantages or successes, it does.
I added that in,
okay.
so it deals dying on a hit, and I added my success to make it a 10.
Nice.
I didn't crit because I didn't have 3 successes uncanceled.
Sure.
You said that was 10 damage? So, where would you like to shoot this guy? How you want to describe your shot?
How do you want to do
Attempted
this?
I'm tempted to say the buttocks, but because it jumped right out and bit him. Uh,
Do it.
I would imagine it just like I guess it's a rifle. I mean, you can shoot someone so hard in one part of their body that their fucking arteries explode. I'm sorry, I just dropped an F-bomb.
Did you forget
Was
which podcast you're on?
You
Was I supposed to
literally
be-
yelled at me last time when we were on the other stream for saying that, so I was trying to be good.
Was I supposed to be fucking apologizing every time I say fuck?
Yeah, you
I'm
fucking fuck.
I'm so fucking sorry.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so I'm gonna there's no way logically I could hit him in the butt. So I'm gonna shoot him in the neck. Explode his arteries.
Not the butt.
Not the buttocks.
Kyle's just covered in arterial spray.
Yeah.
As I love to be. Kyle loves this.
This is your average
Narrowly
Thursday.
misses him. The bullet like goes through and narrowly misses Kyle.
The bullet.
Or
Bullet.
the blaster bullet.
Perfect.
Pew!
The pew
Goes
pew.
through and through.
That's why Vindry's so BA is because they're over there using just like an old school revolver.
A rifle, you know. It's modern.
Marlin 336W 3030 lever action.
Get you one of these.
So, Lieutenant Sarev dies, and the stormtroopers kind of look around, and they're like, what do we do?" And they just drop their weapons and raise their hands at you. With Lieutenant Sarev out of the way, Whisper Base is yours. Moff Dardano will eventually realize that his listening pad is no longer active. Still, you've won a great victory today, and a chance to prepare for the coming storm.
Fuck yeah.
You guys did it.
Okay.
This is our Death
just
Star,
wanna say-
guys. This is our Death Star.
Yeah, pretty much. I just want to say that basically Kyle hugged that guy to death. I
In
mean,
his
like,
mind.
if I hadn't been hugging him, I was hugging him and he just exploded. I don't know, man. It was weird.
You don't know
Takes
your
one.
own strength.
That takes from Kyle.
Kyle had a change of heart and retired from soldiering after his best friend, Lieutenant Sarev, died in his arms today.
So
But yeah, thanks,
did you
guys.
have anything else for the afterward? Like, I don't know.
That was the afterword, that tiny little blurb. You can continue the adventure if you would like. Or we can just leave it at a one shot. That's literally what it tells me in the adventure.
So, if I remember right from reading the stuff from the adventure, this does happen like right after Death Star 1, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, my spit got in my mouth.
Got pity.
Yeah.
Is that not
Uh,
where it belongs?
Yeah, so this is like right after the Death Star got exploded.
So, Arkin's like, all right, I didn't want to tell you guys this until we had taken the base, but we're shipping out to Hoth.
For big titty Hoth girlfriends, right?
God damn.
That's right, Vindry. Big titty Hoth girlfriends.
I'm in.
Joke's on you, it's just tauntauns there.
Just tauntauns? Do you know what you're saying?
And let's just
Look at the tauntauns on them.
so. Okay, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
You killed the droid that told you where to go.
He was totally gonna narc us out.
Just so everybody knows, that wasn't my idea. I just did it after somebody else told me to do it.
Whatever.
There was
Kyle, we're
definitely a
blessed.
workaround.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sure there
have
was. But at that
unplugged.
point,
I knew there were definitely workarounds because like every time I would be like, I throw a grenade at that group of people. I shoot the robot, the droid. You were like, are you sure? And every time
Yeah.
in my mind, I was like, no, I'm not, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, because like after the infamous Nate incident of Whisper Base goes down in history, right there. The history of the Rebel Alliance. I knew that there was definitely a lot more pressure to move quickly before, we don't know if there were stormtroopers who could have heard that or anything else. So I was like, yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely. You're 100% correct.
Yeah, because like to be honest, like they must have been deaf or something. Like they just didn't hear anything. Like after we blew up that grenade and they just didn't come running. That's
To be
poor
fair,
guys.
it's
Like the thing
stormtroopers.
was the door was shut, and so like maybe it's like sound locked.
Okay,
in
that's
the
fair.
garage.
And also
That's,
there's
I was getting when you said the door was shut and like I was getting ready to be like, oh well, let me just come blow a grenade up outside of your door and see if you hear it. But then you're like, maybe it's like sound locked, and I was like, oh, I guess that's fair.
Nobody wants to hear like all of the speeder bikes being worked on in the garage
That's true.
throughout the whole base.
That's true.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Well, this was a
So-
lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
that was
I was
fun.
gonna say, yeah, thanks,
It was
Kay,
a great
for
time.
running
Yeah.
this for us and
Yeah.
helping us all learn Star Wars all at the same time for the first time on stream. And I don't know if you're still here, Cedar, but thank you so much for the raid. That is fantastic. So yeah, thanks everybody who came out and watched. I'm Dungeon Master Rick of Hammer of the Gods. These are my Hammer of the Gods gremlins. If you want to say who you are, Kay, if you want to like mention your stream or anything, while Arlie freaks the fuck out.
Hey, I'm Kay. I play Athos on Hammer of the Gods main campaign, and I stream video games when I feel like it on Twitch at dark_hoops114. I think it is. I think that's where the underscore is.
I'm pretty
Yeah, that's
sure.
it.
Yeah.
That's where it is. Yeah, it's fun. I like to play video games, feel like if I'm playing, I might as well stream. It was super fun. I had a great time playing with you guys, by the way. Thanks to everyone who watched. Let's do it again sometime. It's
So
fun.
Dan, who are you?
Man, I'm Dan, and I play Gil on the Ham Pod, and that's pretty much all I do. I
And
don't have a
sometimes you
social
play
life
Kyle.
outside of Gil.
Sometimes you play Kyle, or sometimes you play Bion.
Sometimes I play Kyle,
play two
sometimes I play
characters.
Bion, sometimes I play Gil. Sometimes I play Fred Fredrickson on another pod, but on Ham Pod, primarily just
We
Kyle
can
now.
talk about geckos. They're literally an ad on every single one of our episodes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I play a character coming up on an episode eventually someday, probably, named Fred Fredrickson. Do not let your children listen to my episode.
That's for sure. Anyway, so
That's it though, in a
So you
nutshell.
want to close us out? Who are you?
Hey, I'm C. You can catch me out here as Jonas on Hampod or Janos or various iterations of Triton on our podcast. I don't stream video games. I'm a hermit. I just hang out with Kay.
Jonas does have a Twitter though that they stopped using.
Sometimes it's lit. It's my busy season. I
Yeah.
got fish to catch, sea scouts to train.
Oh, fantastic!
You totally should
Alright.
have edited Vindry's name to Vindrinos just for, continuity.
Fantastic.
Continuity.
All
Yep.
right. Well, thanks again, everyone. It's been fun, and we may be playing this again sometime.